I'll wait here for you to return, my hero. Please help me save everyone. Don't worry, we'll defeat him. Just a minute, Justin. Come here. Oh yeah, there is a... Grandia 2 does have a very similar scene to the... It has an equivalent to the Justin Fina scene, which I also really like. What's wrong, Fina? I think there's something suspicious about that girl. Besides, this island wasn't here before. What are you saying, Fina? That girl's friends were carried away by pirates. I'm not an adventurer if I ignore the girl's pleas. Still, Justin. Well, let's check it out, Fina. Can I go back here and save? Because I need to. They have to make this a recover point because we can't go back. Yeah, I was gonna say. I think we already checked it, though. Now that I think about it. Save up. I really like that scene. It's very funny. It's very funny, and it's just really nice for Justin and Fina's relationship. Alright, well, we have the Pirate Island to do. I always thought this was the start of Disc 2, but it is not. This is technically still Disc 1. This is like the very end of Disc 1. I always thought this was the, the beginning of Disc 2. But yeah, the Grandia 2 scene is also really good. It's similar to this one. It's like the same kind of scene. Same, like, vibe. Toad Kings, huh?
Oh, flame burn 'em!
Get burned. Alright, 120 damage isn't too bad. I really want to get this Dragon Cut. I don't know what's going to activate it. Oh, you got Dragon Cut? There it is. We gotta work on this.
Gadwin's secret move.
We can actually kind of abuse the save point here because it's a recover one. And I'll probably take advantage of that. I will most likely take advantage of that. Fina, go for a Burn Flare. Especially because we only have Justin and Fina. So I'm a little worried about how the boss will go here because we only have 2 characters. Hopefully the Redux patch developer took this in mind. I mean, so far the Redux patch has been very forgiving of like, oh yeah, the parts where you only have like 2 characters have been on the easier side. The only exceptions were like the Valley of the Flying Dragon and Gumbo. You would have to, like, you know, skip the enemies because they balanced them around having the whole party, which you do have the whole party. But you don't have the whole party, like, right out the get-go. Also, I guess all we had to do was equip a sword, and now Dragon Cut's available to us, which is funny. In general, the more I look into Grandia 2 for my challenge, the more it appeared that a lot of scenes in Grandia 2 are very similar to 1, more refined. Yeah, they got like the same kind of thing going. Which is great, because there's a lot of people who say Grandia 2, like, doesn't have a Grandia feel, and I just disagree with it. Because Grandia 2 is, it's got darker elements, but it's still very much a Grandia game. It's got the Grandia charm there.
Oh, flame burn.
And there are a lot of parallels, yeah. Story in Grandia 2 is like so good. It's not my all-time favorite. It's probably like, it's not my all-time favorite story, but it's up there. It's like top 3, top 5 favorite stories. And a big reason for that is the plot twist. The plot twist in Grandia 2 is really well done. I mean, we talked about this. Grandia 1's story is good. I like Grandia 1's story, but the story isn't really like... The story is good in this game, but it's not really what makes me love it so much. It's mostly just the atmosphere and tone of the game, rather than the story itself. But the story in Grandia 1 is still good. For what it is, it's still a good story. But it's not really the raw storytelling that makes me love it so much. It's mostly the characters, the vibe, the atmosphere. Atmosphere and tone, I guess. I don't need this over nut. But aren't there 2 twists in Grandia 2? That depends on what you mean by twist. Probably.
This'll teach you.
There's one really big one I'm thinking of that happens like towards the climax of the game. Maybe halfway through, a little bit more. This sword is so big. It is so huge. Look at this sword on Justin. It is so big. Like, look how large that sword is.
This'll teach you.
I mean, there probably is another twist. I mean, there are a lot of twists are like a thing. Like, there's a lot of twists, yeah, sure, but the one I'm thinking of is the obvious one, yeah. It's the one towards the end, or relatively close to the end. I mean, Grandia 2's story is just really well done in general, so.
Now you'll be okay.
I'm sure the first twist is also really good, if we're talking about the same one. Okay, the enemies here aren't super strong, so I think they did take into mind that you only have 2 characters. I think they made this part, like, properly balanced, which is really good. Stop existing.
Oh, flame burn 'em.
You guard. We're gonna end up going back.
Face slash.
We're gonna end up going back to the save point because, again, it's a recover spot. Your defend wore off just when the enemy was about to hit you. That's funny.
All right, we won.
Only getting like 300 as well. I guess it's because the enemies aren't really there. There aren't that many. Well, 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 mine. Yo, life fruit. 10 max HP? I don't want to put this on Fina, but I feel like I should put it on Justin. I'm gonna give it to Fina. I mean, raising water XP is also a good way to get HP, so I mean, it's not a big deal. We'll get more. Fina can use all the HP she can get. I also like this area. Like, look how peaceful this area is. The music's also really nice. Oh, come here. I'm gonna fight these fish. The music's really nice, though, in here. Both the Grandia games, I can recall every single story beat. Every single story beat. Or, like, most Tales of games. Hippo Camp. What an enemy name. I feel like Crackle wouldn't really work. I feel like we're mostly looking at using fire moves. We could try Crackle, though. Although, I would rather not. Because I know it's not going to work. I'm going to try it. We gotta know.
Oh, power of ice.
At the very worst, it might do a little bit of damage, which is all I need. Hey, water level up. She got 167 now. You're hitting Fina. You're both hitting Fina, so guard. Oh, that one hit Justin. Oh, stop what you're doing. How did I not get that V-slash off? Hey, can I do something? Okay, this is stupid. Need to try running. Please let me run. Please let me run. Thank you. Alright, fish are kind of a threat. Gotta be careful around them. I can recall every single story beat in the Grandia games. Grandia 1 and 2, that is. And, like, some of my favorite Tales games especially. Because I NG plus those so much. You have Resurrect, of course you do. I mean, you both did, but Fina didn't have enough to use it. So I just like hearing the water in this place. Like, the way you walk is also really nice. Let me see if I can grab anything from the stash place. Could get some bow fruit for SP. Get a yellow pill. Don't think I'll need the axe. We're probably not going to use the axe for a good long while. Redux wand I'll keep on hand. We might need it. Oh, and something else. I don't think they do it yet. It might not be till disc 2, but they do something else in Grandia that I really, really like, given the fact that Sue left us. Save. There's something else they do, but I guess they don't do it till disc 2. I thought they did it now, but I guess they don't do it till disc 2. Toad Kings. Alright, this is not really a Dragon Cup moment. This is kind of just a burn flame moment.
Oh, flame burn 'em!
Let's see how Zap does. Might do a good amount.
Burn to a crisp!
This sword on Justin looks so huge. It is so big. Oh yeah, Zap did pretty good. Having Justin with the... That's not even with the Redux wand, so I bet the Redux wand would have done even more.
Oh,
Zap might just be their weakness. Keep on burning. Skip around. Oh, it hits both of us. It's gonna hurt. Big Plague Whip. No, stop what you're doing.
Oh, flame burn 'em!
Ba-ba-ba-bum.
All right, we won!
Oh, Panacea and Vaccine. I can use those ASAP to get rid of my inventory. Give up some inventory slots. There you go. That worked out really well. There was a map scope over here. Oh, I definitely want the Seat of Defense. There's a Seat of Defense I definitely want. We go this way. Ba-ba-ba-bum. I wish it wasn't so late. I would go for 5 hours today because I don't think we're going to play Grandia for another week. This is probably going to be the longest break I take from Grandia. Or maybe not the longest, but it's one of the first times I'm taking a long break from it. unfortunately, because I'm busy. I would go for 5 hours, but because I was finishing that other game, which I kind of regret doing, but at the same time, I'm glad to have it done. I'm only going to get to go 4, because if I go 5 hours, that's like midnight, and I'd rather not do that. We'll see, though. I don't know. I'm probably just going to stick to 4, though. Fina, just burn this one.
Oh, flame burn 'em!
Yeah, because we're not streaming Thursday and tomorrow. Why'd I say Thursday first? I'm gonna have to do Trails on Friday, I'm gonna have to do Trials of Man on Saturday, and then I already promised we would do Azure on Monday, so we're not looking at Grandia till like Tuesday, which will be a week from now, which is unfortunate, but what are you gonna do?
Oh, flame burn 'em!
It'll be fine. I'll focus more Grandia in February. I mean, we're coming like fairly close to the end. We're like at least halfway through, so we should be fine. Should be all good. Burn.
Oh, flame burn 'em!
I think we'll be done with Grandia 1 in February. We'll probably finish Grandia 1 before Rebirth, and by the time Rebirth comes out, we'll probably be like mid-Grandia 2, probably.
Alright, we won!
Maybe starting Grandia 2 if I just stop streaming because my IRL life takes a toll. We'll definitely finish Grandia 1 before Rebirth comes out. We'll probably be mid-Grandia 2 or something. Is my prediction. We'll definitely still be playing Azure. The reason why I'm going to do more YouTube playthroughs is because I'm going to be playing Azure for a long time. It's probably going to be a long one. Seed of Defense. Definitely Fina. She needs all the defense she can get. Also, Fina has no way to raise her defense. Justin has a mace to raise his defense, but Fina's got nothing, so that's another reason why defense on her is good. Equip the Redux Wand for a bit. Bum, 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 bum. We're not fully healed. Do an all heal.
Now you'll be okay.
Justin. I know you have the Redux Wand and all, but do this.
Ha! Slice you in two!
Oh my word, that killed! Holy cow. Also, our mace is gonna skyrocket in levels because it's so low. The way Grandia works is like if your weapon's a low level, if it's behind the level curve, you get more XP from it. So we're gonna get a lot of mace experience.
Here goes! Ha!
From like shockwaves and stuff. And mid-air cuts. I think I actually read something. I didn't realize it at the time. But I think I read something that if you use AoE skills, they decrease the XP you get. But they powered up the XP you get from single targets. I didn't realize that's something they did in Redux, but I think that is something they changed. But I never realized it. But I think that's something they did.
Oh, flame burn 'em!
So, like, Shockwave, I think, gives you less experience, but it's, like, multiple. But, like, I think you'll get more from, like, mid-air cut or something. I don't remember. I was reading about the Redux changes a while back. Because I knew about all the changes diving into the hack. Or let's just say I knew about most of them, maybe not all of them. Everything that I knew like at surface level, obviously not the things I knew that I would only know if I played it. Pretty easy to avoid enemies here at least. Like, if you really don't want to fight, it's not too hard. Oh, how much is this gonna do with the Redux Wand? I cannot wait to see.
Oh, flame burn 'em! Burn to a crisp!
Alright, not as much more as I expected, to be honest. I expected a little bit more than that. It's fine though, just like stun lock him. Do a Howl Slash here.
Blast!
Blast! Yo, I got Crackling. I honestly didn't think Justin was gonna learn Crackling. No, don't gang up on her. What do you think you're doing? Who do you think you are? Don't gang up on my waifu. You know what? I'm gonna normal attack here. Kind of get some mace experience. Just for some vitality. Kind of let Justin get this experience here. For more
Now
vitality.
you'll be okay.
They all ganged up on Fina and she still lived. That is insane. Leave her alone, you scumbags. Hey, you get that one, I'll get this one. Guarding meant nothing.
All right, we won.
It was way too late for that. Yo, got another vaccine. Don't really need it though.